In an age when kingdoms rose and fell by the sword, there lived a man who held no blade. He was not a knight, nor a general, nor even a noble. He was a builder, an architect with ideas far too ambitious for the crumbling villages around him. The people lived in rotting huts, their crops washed away with every storm. Nobles taxed them into hunger, and castles towered above them as symbols of greed, not protection. While others dreamed of glory on the battlefield, this man dreamed of roads that would not flood, houses that would not fall, and markets where families could thrive. At first they laughed. "What can a builder do?" sneered the lords. They believed power only came from armies. But quietly the man drew plans on scraps of parchment. He studied the land, measured the rivers, and mapped out fields with more care than generals plotted wars. Then he began to build. One bridge here, one grain store there. A well in the center of a starving town. Slowly the peasants noticed. Where his walls stood, homes stayed dry. Where his irrigation flowed, fields turned green. Where his markets opened, no child went hungry. The man had no army, yet every family he saved became loyal to him. His influence spread brick by brick until entire villages trusted him more than their lords. Of course, the nobles grew furious. They called him a fraud, a commoner pretending to rule. Some even sent soldiers to tear down his works. But every time destruction came, the villagers rebuilt faster, stronger, more determined than before. Loyalty forged in survival is stronger than fear forged by steel. Years passed and the land began to change. Instead of castles on lonely hills, there were thriving cities full of trade, laughter, and light. Instead of peasants bowing to kings, they stood proud as citizens of something greater, an empire of stone and hope. And at its heart was the builder who never raised a sword, yet defeated every enemy with patience, vision, and hands that created instead of destroyed. When asked how he did it, he simply said, "A sword can win a battle, but a home, a road, a city, these win the hearts of generations." And so history remembered him not as a conqueror, but as the man who proved the greatest empire is not built by war, but by building itself.